Meeting you here in this little old place. I'm Tish, and this is Echo Echo. How are we today, people? I'll tell you how I am. Angry. I'm angry at her. Look at her. Ew. There's a reason, okay? I'm not going to have any ad hominem attacks. She's obviously very beautiful. But when you're a bad person, you're not so beautiful, okay? I think it takes the shine off it for sure. Now, the person you're looking at there, her name is Veronica Bay. Maybe you've heard of her, maybe you haven't. But, I mean, lucky you have if you haven't. Oh, so lucky. Because, she sucks. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Alright, she sucks, big time. She was a very high up leader in Monat, and she even put up one of those Monat lifer. Well, look at me, I'm going to be in Monat for life. She left 2 months after that picture. She kept the picture on her Instagram though. She's changed the heading. She must have really liked the picture. She didn't want to delete it. I tried to do some adjusting of my mic because it kept falling over. Anyway, so she left Monat and she went to iGenius because she didn't want to go to a health and wellness company because her and her partner probably are going to go into the health and wellness business themselves. They didn't say as an MLM, but who knows with her. I'll tell you one thing that Veronica loves. Well, herself, okay, but money in herself. Donald Trump's up there. She thinks it's a great injustice that Donald Trump has been raided. Yes, Veronica. I'm so glad you care for somebody who would probably assume that you were the help, okay? Because Donald Trump is a prejudiced piece of crap and he would not care. Oh, Will. He wouldn't care how much money you had. He would still see you as that. Is it Will? Will. Yeah. You can be rich, but you'll never be wealthy like him. It's just so interesting, these Candace Owen type people who are in minority groups and whatever who are conservative. Like, she's very conservative. You're actively supporting a system which goes against the people that you probably love, like your family. And it goes against you too. But you just happen to have a lot of money, so you can, you're not a victim of that. Anyway, Veronica has ranked up because she took a team with her. Now, she left Monat. Hello. I'm sorry. Again, the microphone's in the way. All right. Yes, so she left Monat, and I don't know, she just was like, wasn't winning anymore, wanted more impact. I think I haven't watched all of the live she did where she was spilling the tea, but what I got, out of it is that she did want to join iGenius and have another side hustle because Monat was dwindling. And, I cannot imagine being in her downline. She would be awful. So she probably lost numbers. And I think Monat headquarters were like, no, you're not allowed to do 2 companies. And she might have been terminated, I'm not 100% sure. But she left anyway. And she joined iGenius with her partner, not her boyfriend, but a partner, Peter. Peter, apparently he's a trader and he joined a crypto MLM. On one of the first things I saw him on, he was talking about how he made $60,000 in a day from trading, not from the MLM, and that he thought that that was possible for prospects. You imagine sitting in a Zoom opportunity, an opportunity Zoom, and the person there shows you proof that he got $60,000 in a day, and he says he's going to help you do that. So many people must have got tricked by it. But I was about to call her Vanessa. Veronica has had him doing all the money sort of talks. She's also had Anthony Napolitano. It's funny because it seems like Anthony's gone all in with her and not the WFAB girls. Anyway, because I was on a call last week Well, I wasn't on the call, sorry, I was watching the replay. And I got it from Peter, and Anthony Napolitano ran the whole thing, so it wasn't even Veronica's call. So I'm not sure if she just didn't have a call or what, but anyway, she's in iGenius. She made all the fast start bonus points, 12x bonus, whatever, and she's already making money because she's got the money to invest, because she is already wealthy, well, rich. She is even moving back to Miami from Germany because she wants to be in the same time zone as everybody. Like, how it's just so funny. Like, what? I mean, we can basically contact each other at any time. I thought time freedom. What about time freedom, Veronica? Even I'm going to be doing some collabs with people, but there are common times we can actually meet, which is not too late at night and not too early in the morning. Anyway, so I've been seeing her, trolling about on her socials, and she is always dressed to the nines. She is always made up. It's not a thirst trap because it's not like, it's a thirst trap in a way. Like she's definitely using pretty privilege and sex appeal as a marketing tool because she is always glamorous and hot and, it's all about the posturing. So she's the beauty, and it just seems to be, it's like the WFAB girls who dress up, and they are just, pretending flex because they're playing businesswoman. Now, do I think that Veronica's playing businesswoman? I mean, maybe. Not really. I mean, she's not really a businesswoman because she's not really doing any of the business. She's letting the AI trade for her. I just had to stop watching her a couple of weeks ago because the way she talks about money so flippantly is revolting. She has disposable income, obviously. She has disposable income. And she talks about, making thousands and investing thousands, like it's dollars. And I don't think, I mean, it's great. I don't think many people can relate to it, but it's going to trick some people who are going to have their life savings wiped because of this woman, because she is saying that you can make this money. And she's wrong. She just is. Because in multi-level marketing, 99% of people, according to the FTC, lose money or break even. Okay, everybody else is in the 1% and they are successful making a living wage. Now, I can't remember if she's made it to IPA or not, but she's ranked really quickly in iGenius, and that's because she brought over a team. She also had a lot of sort of, positive spin campaigns on what she was doing. People were following her. They knew that she was going into a team and joining her. If you got in early, you would rank up as well. So maybe there was a bridge contract involved. Who knows? But she does seem to be heavily supported by Anthony Napolitano, who is the top rank in iGenius. And he was also the top rank in Kuvera, what iGenius was before iGenius. And then he was also the top in wealth generators, which is what Kuvera was. So he's been with the company the whole time. So is Chad. You know Chad, who says that it's not the same people at the top? He's been the CEO that whole time. Okay? It's very dodgy. And she's putting her stake in this AI. All right? And at the moment, she's pitching people to pay $2,500 at the start of a recession, when inflation is rising and when the minimum wage is criminally low. It is not a living wage in America at the moment. And she wants you to invest in crypto. And the way that you do it is through an MLM, and the company that does the trading gets a cut of your profits. A fairly big cut, actually. Yeah. DC got me all fired up. No, she didn't. DC tagged me in this one. And here we go. Let's have a look at her nonsense. Now, you will notice she is made up. She's looking pretty. She does all of this under the banner of God and religion, and who knows if she actually believes it, because I think she only cares about money, herself and money, herself and money. That's it. All right, let's do it.
Olivia, come on, come on.
My dogs just started barking. I don't know if you can hear them. Hey, Thunder, it's on the video. It's on my video. Chill out, dudes.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday. Welcome, welcome. Who likes this filter? I think this filter is amazing.
Well, of course, because you think you look great all the time. She's very arrogant. Like the way she talks about herself. There's a difference between confidence and arrogance, and she's the definition. She's more than confident. She thinks she's much better than everyone.
Look at the colors, very nice, no morphing of face. So if you guys are on here, it's because you want to learn.
What can you teach us? Somebody who's been in iGenius for 2 months and was selling shampoo for the last 5 years. What can you teach us, really? How to rank buy, how to use people, how to expertly manipulate people, how to use your looks to get what you want. Am I close? Is that what you're going to teach us today? I'm sorry, I'm really spicy. I can't with her. I can't.
If you guys are on here, it's because you trust me. If you guys are on here,
You have to be kidding me. If you're on here, it's because you trust me. Do you not know what the function of social media is? Oh my gosh, she's getting cranky. Excuse me. I'm cranky too, but I'm cranky at Veronica Bay. I'm not cranky at you. Move this so you can see. Okay, so good. We had a little mini intermission there, so I can be a little bit less angry. Social media. Social media. People. People. People lives. They don't have to like you or trust you. They just do it. We are like, what, 46 seconds in? I'm sorry. Oh, he really annoys me.
so it's something that wouldn't work. So I went ahead and I ran my guys who doesn't know how to do this. Come on, out of here. Out of here. Thank you. So as I was saying, hey from Houston, what's up, Houston? Who else is here? What cities, what states, countries, whatever it may be. I want to know who's listening. And the cool part about this opportunity is that it is for anyone, okay? It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Really, this investment opportunity that I'm going to talk to you about.
That's interesting. I wonder if there are any regulatory bodies that you can report them to. Because surely the FTC or the ACCC in Australia would be able to report some of it. They can't just be, it can't be freaking, like the open seas where there's no laws, surely.
What you do need to have is money to invest, right?
She's learning so much from her financial education that they're providing. You need money to invest. Well, hope the rest of the training's this good.
Boston, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. What's up, Fort Lauderdale? I will be there very soon. I actually signed my lease today, so see you soon, Fort Lauderdale.
She's really monotone as well. Like she is so. I can understand why she didn't make it as a news anchor or whatever. She's beautiful, but she's so monotone. Everything's monotone like this, and you do this and you do that. She just was lucky, obviously, and had a following at the beginning at Monat. So it's like that iGenius leaders. They're also abrasive the way they speak. Saint Coach Saina, Lily Zaremba. They're just like abuse your ears when they talk.
Dale. Okay, guys, so I don't want to take up too much time. I know I said 7 p.m. Well, 1 p.m. your time, 7 p.m. my time. But I want to talk about this investment opportunity that really has just shook me. Because when I joined,
It's not an investment opportunity. you're selling financial education, it's really different to
joined
that.
this company, I knew that they had a partnership with a company and that you could invest money and make money. But to tell you the truth, I was like, I was very quiet about it. And the reason why I was very quiet about it is because I don't feel good telling someone about something that I personally have not used.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous. Like, are you trying to say, oh, the customer, I know it's good.
And loved and been extremely wowed by, right? So when I tell you guys about this new company that I'm with, like I met, the top income earners, I met the owner, their mission, their vision, and I'm like, my soul's on fire and I want to
Money, 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 money. That's what they want. And of course you met the top leaders and the uplines. Of course you did. They're your upline. They, they hunted you. I'm sure they did.
share it with you guys. But when it came to this investment opportunity, it's a partnership that we have with a third party company. So I was like, okay, can they deliver? Was one of my main questions before bringing it to you all. And I just want to say that over the past 2 weeks, I have been stunned. Like, I was not expecting what has unfolded. And I'm just like, today I need to get my dad on, my grandma on, my aunt on, like everyone that I love, because now that I'm seeing my own results, I'm like, whoa, this is amazing.
That's crazy. She want to scam her whole family? She's made money because she put in a lot of money. Okay? And, like, yeah, I'm sure that there are some traders who know what they're doing. That's obviously possible. But you have to put in the money as well. It's not just this system. I think there's
Okay. So I don't
but also that's manipulation technique because she's trying to say, I would sell this to my own family, so that means it's an honorable thing to do. Because, I wouldn't recommend something that was a scam to my own family, would I now? I wouldn't put anything past her. Look at her face. She's gonna get cranky in a minute. See? Thank God we got Minnie for some freaking palate cleansing. Oh, really? 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 Well, I don't like her either. Oh, she's sweet. Yeah, hello, hello, hello. All right, let's watch
want to
this.
just share with you how I'm feeling. I want to share with you the facts so that you guys know if you put your money into this, what exactly is happening. Because I think that's extremely important. If you're ever going to invest in anything, you need to understand what's going on. You need to understand where your money is going, what's happening with your money, and all that good things. Okay, so if you're on here and you are interested in this investment opportunity, here's your heads up. You need to have a minimum of $2,500. Okay, disclaimer so that you guys are getting the real value and
How can you start there with, they have a package which is like $500 or something. They have a low package which people can get and they can upgrade, but you're going straight to the elite package. And the elite package is not 2,500. It's usually 1,500, I think. And at the moment, there's a $200 off. Um, what's the other money for, Veronica? This dog. Sorry, I'm trying to do my art project, but this freaking canvas is crazy. It's doing my head in. Oh my God. Just stay there, you stupid.
there's not a ton of questions after. 2,500, why? To become an elite member with our company, this is a very exclusive partnership. This bot that we use, it's an artificial intelligence bot.
You got that right, because no one else is using it. That's why it's exclusive.
And institutions pay $125,000 to be able to use the bot. So regular people can't just be like, hey, I want to use the bot, right? So the company that I work for, the platform that I'm aligned with, they made this partnership, this negotiation with the AI bot so that our members could use their product. But we can't give their product to all our members, right? Because some people are not paying enough. Some people, they wouldn't even have the money to invest in it. So this is for the elite.
So you're saying all the other packages are not worth it, in other words. So every other product This is a bit of a strange sales tactic here. So you're saying the only product that's good is Elite. I can understand why, because if you want the biggest commission check, you get a bigger commission check when somebody buys that. But I don't think it's probably. I don't care if you are not advertising this well, but you're not, and it's so arrogant. Oh god, it's making me really mad, and I'm just holding it in at the moment because it's just. She speaks so flippantly about money, and the people who are going to buy into this, they're going to be ruined. Her losing $2,500 is nothing. To someone else, it's trigger warning. It could drive someone to suicide because they think that there's no way out of that hole. It has done before. And she is talking about it like it's nothing. The Huns always say that every family, American family, is $400 away from, what is it? If there was an emergency, something to do with $400. What is it? I'll have to look it up. But they all say, you wouldn't know what to do in an emergency. You wouldn't have enough money. Well, then I don't have enough money to invest in your shitcoin, your crap company, and your AI bot that doesn't always, that cannot be as good as human traders. What am I looking for? $400. The average American, the result, so in May 2022, a report based on data from late 2021, the Federal Reserve found that 68% of Americans could cover a $400 emergency expense using cash or its equivalent. But that says it's an all-time high. I've heard Huns use it the other way. That they would, it would ruin them. Anyway, let's have a listen to what else this rich woman is talking about. God, the dogs are crazy.
This is a very, amazing product. And in order to have access to it, you need to be an elite member with iGenius. What does being an elite member mean? It means you get everything that the platform has to offer, and you get grandfathered into any future products, any future partnerships, etc. Okay, so you pay $1,500 to enroll as an elite member. And PS, guys, right now we have a sale that ends tomorrow where you can get $200 off this enrollment fee. Okay, this enrollment fee doesn't usually get discounted. Okay, this is like an end of summer sale.
Must be a bit desperate, hey? I think don't get me wrong, I think that they're doing well. People are ranking and everything. But they've already had 2 rebrands. And I think based on, the big mouths of WFAB as well as other people flexing, they're going to get a knock on the door from the FTC or something like that. Is it the Securities Commission? Is that a thing? You know what I mean? Because they always talk about InvestView because it's publicly traded, but they're not doing the right things, okay? Kiki Chanel explained it really clearly in her video. As I've said a few times, Turd Girl One, she's got some fantastic videos on iGenius, so check them out. And
it's very, rare. So make sure that if it's something that interests you, you keep the fact that this sale ends tomorrow in your mind. And if your gut's telling you to act on this, act on this. So here's the rundown. You become an elite member with us, and it gives you access to what we call Crypto Elite. It's our elite crypto product, which in essence is our partnership with this third-party company called Endotech.
And did you know that Crypto Elite is actually considered a different sort of company, and it's not a part of iGenius? Because Crypto Elite partners with Endotech. That's the company that partners. So, and then we've got InvestView in there above everybody else, I think. I know they own iGenius. But it's all really connected. It's all intertwined. All of those companies. And It's just a big circle jerk, really, for probably money laundering. In my opinion, especially, good on the old WFAB girl, spending their advertising dollars, their money, their hard-earned profits have gone into a shitty freaking ad where they're pretending to launder money. They're at a laundromat with a bag full of money, and it's not about money laundering. Well, it's a bag full of money, but I imagine there's like towels underneath it. But yeah.
Okay. Endotech has been running its bot for 7 years with different strategies. And what I love is that they're very transparent. And if you log into their website, you could see.
I'm gonna have to keep a tally if I ever watch a video and someone doesn't say they're transparent. People keep saying it. If you have to say it too much, I'm wondering why. Because a transparent company doesn't have to say it over and over and over. They're trusted.
Every single trade they have conducted since its inception, and you could see which trade, was in profit and which one wasn't. No one here is selling you this pipe dream of you're going to come in here, you're going to invest $1,000, and you're going to be a millionaire. No. So to go back into the payment, right? So you become an elite.
I saw a Zoom where your business partner, Peter Cabrera, he was saying how he earned $60,000 in a day trading on his own, and that's what he wanted to happen for your people, for your team. So he was putting that out there as a dream, because $60,000 a day, that would probably get you millions pretty quickly. So you say that, but someone else is saying something different. Your business partner, Peter, the amazing world trader who is now in an MLM because he's so good at trading on his own.
Member, then you get access to the bot. Well, the minimum investment that the bot takes is $1,000. But here are the questions that I asked that were extremely important.
That's not something they say often either. And also, they don't tell you about the percentages if you make money on that. And there's fees for everything. I'm going to go through them. I'll see if she brings them up. If she doesn't, I'm going to go through them. And the other thing is she hasn't mentioned Endow at the moment. We'll see if she does. That's their shitcoin. Don't buy it. Don't buy it. It's dumb.
To me so that I could gauge if this was an investment that sounded legit in my head and made sense to me. I had friends doing it. I had friends telling me, girl, do it. I put my money in there last year and it's amazing. And I was like, what? I love that, but I'm still a little bit afraid. So I want you guys to know, anytime you're investing, if you're a little bit skeptical, that's not wrong. That's good. You want to use that skepticism to raise questions so that you ask the
Overcoming objections here, because someone might say to her, oh, but I'm hesitant. I don't know if it's going to work. And she said, well, that was me, and look how I turned out. It turned out fine.
proper questions when you get into the right investments. Okay, so as I told you. So last week, I went ahead and I said, okay, I'm going to start my strategy. There are different strategies, right? So how does this work? Crypto Elite, you're an elite member, right? It gives you access to Endotech. Endotech is the third party company. It's the bot, right? You do not give your money to Endotech. Okay, that's a perfect way to set yourself up in a scam, or the perfect way to set yourself up.
But you do have to pay money to them. You've got to pay for fees. Where does your $1,000 go then? You said before that you have to invest $1,000
for someone to take your money. Okay. What we do is that we put our investment into an exchange. So if any of you, who here has bought crypto? Drop a 1 in the chat if you've ever bought crypto. So I had prior to joining this business, and I bought it through Coinbase. Okay, so there are different exchanges that you could go into and buy crypto through. So that's what you're going to do. If you, however much you want to invest, personal choice, minimum must be 1,000. Keep in mind, the more you invest, the more they have to trade with, the more return you will get. I invested something mildly, it wasn't too big. I invested 5K and someone was.
You have to. I cannot believe, fuck off. Are you fucking kidding me? Now I'm getting angry. 5K. I just invested a little bit, 5K. How many people in her downline? Just that would be life changing. How many Americans? How many people in poverty? 5K. And she just pissed it away. Although she made money on it, I bet. That's going to be the story. She made money.
Telling me, why'd you invest so little? And I was like, because it's my first time. I also
What the fuck? Who was telling you that 5 grand isn't much money? And, 5 grand American, it's almost 6.5 grand Australian. Oh my God. Who is she hanging around with? These fucking idiots. Oh God, they're so dumb. It's infuriating. You Australian girls, please tell me you're not putting thousands into this crap.
want to see how this works. I'm not going to put in $20,000 into something that I've never, gotten personal results. But as I said, I put in my initial investment, and then what you would do is through whatever exchange you use. So personally for this project, I used Binance. I go on Binance. I grab an API key, and I take that API key, which essentially is like a code, and I plug it into.
I love it when the Huns talk the business, especially for iGenius, because they honestly don't have a fucking clue. They just know they do something. This is why everybody needs Anthony Napolitano to explain it.
Endotech, which is the bot. That code gives access and connects my exchange and the bot. So now the bot is able to trade for me on my exchange, but the bot can't touch my money, can't withdraw my money, can't deposit money. All it can do is trade for me, right? So there are different strategies that you can select. I selected the ETH strategy because
Which
it's
means
one of
nothing
the.
to anyone. Like, sorry, that doesn't mean anything to anyone if you're not already in the business. I kind of know what it is because I've seen the strategies on Endotech, but it means fuck all to anyone. Why not? If you're an idiot.
Strategies that is the most consistent and has been doing the best. And I learned this, of course, because I have people that have already been investing in this spot for a while. So I have, friends advising me. That's what I went in with. I'm not saying that's what you should go in with. But, I went in personally with that. Let me mute this. Phone number 2. I always forget about this phone. Yesterday I was in a hypnosis session and I thought I had quieted my phone, and then this one was going off. Horrible. But okay, so going back into it. So that's what I loved. Like when I learned that I wasn't personally giving my money to anyone, I was like, okay, this feels a lot better in my gut.
But you have fees, you pay fees. So you are giving your money to someone.
Because, there are companies or things going around that's like, oh, give me, $10,000 and then I'll triple your money in 3 months. And it's like, how? How does that logically make sense? And then
You can't do that at iGenius either.
some people get carried away by their emotions and they're like, okay, well, this sounds good, so let me do it. But just because it sounds good doesn't mean it makes logical sense, guys.
She said it. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean it makes sense. Yeah, you can say that about what you're doing as well.
So anytime you go to invest, make sure you run it through and make sure that it makes sense. Okay, so for me, I was like, okay, so my initial investment is going to an exchange, aka it's my wallet. I can withdraw the money whenever. That makes me feel good, right? Then I connect to the bot, and what the bot is doing, it's pretty much day trading crypto for me, right? I told you I chose the ETH strategy, so that's what it's trading. And then here's something that I love. I have to pay the bot 20% of whatever it makes me. Doesn't that make you guys feel confident? Because if you're not making me money, I'm not paying you anything. So like,
What's wrong with her? What the fuck? So you could just go to you could have your own wallet. You've got a bestie who's really good at trading, Peter, and he could advise you on trades, and you don't have to pay 20% to a bot. Oh my God. Like, she's an idiot. I'm sorry. This is stupid. It's clearly, I don't know, it feels like she's talking down to people, and she's making it seem easier than it is. Like the way she just said that, like it was the best thing she's ever heard. Guess what? We only have to pay 20%. I mean, like you thought that you got this much money, but you haven't because you got to give 20% to them. Which imagine, say you earn 100,000, you got to give 20,000 to Endotech. In a normal wallet, It just doesn't happen like that.
Like, I love that. I love that. I'm like, make me money so I can pay you. Right, there is a 10% entry fee. So let's say you want to start your strategy with the smallest investment, which is $1,000. You would have to pay $100 to go ahead and get your strategy started. I got in a time where the entry fee was waived, so it was amazing. But I did ask, like, hey, how often does this happen? And they were like, girl, rare. So I wouldn't wait for that. But it's still like, you have an entry fee. They're trading for you. I don't want you guys to think that this is like, you know, you're going to do this and in 1 month you're going to get that. And you could look at it for the short term, because that's why I'm doing this live, because I've literally been stunned. Like, my close friends have gotten screenshots where I've been like, what the F? I was not expecting this, guys. Like, when I go to invest into anything, in my mind, I put the idea of, okay, if I were to lose these $5,000, would I be okay with it? Yes. So then boom, I can invest it. If you're like, oh my God, stressing out about the money and like wanting to check it every day, I didn't even check my gains.
Because 5 grand obviously doesn't mean anything to you whether you win or lose it. Oh shoot, that's recording. Yee. How do I stop? I'm gonna have to drag it on now. I just don't really like this, like the whole thing. It's all, she's such a capitalist, you know? And I have to wonder, is she taking advantage of uh Latinx people? You know, somebody who does have English has an as an additional language. Uh, is she taking advantage of them by presenting this so simply in English? Because she can obviously do it in Spanish as well, or maybe I don't know. It just feels very, or maybe the target is. I mean, look, no offense, iGenius people, but as a high school high school teacher, they're not the sharpest tools. They don't have good written skills. They don't have good speaking skills. They are very unpolished and, you know, they make really dumb decisions. I don't think they're very smart in that way. You know, they've been duped into this and they roll with it. Do you remember the Forex girl who was on Chelsea's channel last year at some point in time? She was the epitome of just the dumbest person who got lucky because she joined the company early. That reminds me of Lily Zaremba. She just got lucky. These people are good at one thing, and that's manipulating people. And that's what gets them to the top because they just don't care what they do on the way. They don't care who's underneath them. They don't care who they have to step over. It's just about them and their wallets.
I put in the money and I forgot. And a week and a half later, I was helping one of my teammates set up their account. And I was like troubleshooting something. So like I got onto my Binance account and I saw how much I was up. And that's when I was like, I was not expecting this at all. And that's why now I'm here confidently telling you guys, if you have money sitting in the bank collecting dust, we're all looking for ways to invest. I know I am every single day. I log into Zillow all the time to see, are there any duplexes that are a good deal, a good steal? Right now in Miami, there's like nothing.
So she just goes looking for real estate because she wants to be what, a landlord? Or does she want different houses everywhere? How rich is she? Look, it's not relatable. It's so not relatable. But I think that these people get to a point where they're so rich that they just don't realize, you know, that people don't, they just have no idea what it is to struggle, what it is to be worried about becoming homeless, about not being able to afford eating, giving up food for yourself so you can feed your kids, things like that. It's not something she has to worry about. And I don't think that she cares about anyone else when it comes to that because she could start a non-profit, something like that, but she doesn't care about anyone else except for her interests, okay? And people on that side generally don't really have much time for people who live in poverty. In fact, they actively legislate to make it harder, just as hard for them. The minimum wage in America has not risen since 2009, while inflation has. So you can talk all you want about whatever you want, recession this, inflation that, but the cycle of poverty is real and it's almost inescapable. If you are born in poverty, you are more than likely to die in poverty. It's just how it is. I do have a little graphic which I'm going to poop. I'm not going to poop it up, but I am going to pop it up. Okay. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. All right. Poor child, poor education, poor or no job, poor income, poor families, poor child. Absolutely. What I'm saying is poverty is systemic. We need major changes to legislation and looking after our people, because we all deserve housing, we all deserve enough food, we all deserve a safe place to stay. Yeah. Just the basic. It's tough to hear her talk about poverty like this. I was really lucky. I didn't know I was poor growing up. My mum was pretty good at that. I didn't really realize until later. We had pretty much the same dinners all the time, which we enjoyed. We liked our dinners. And it was funny because my dad never really had a permanent job all through my life. He just used to do a bit of contracting here and there. He was a qualified bricklayer. And if he needed money, he'd go get a job for a couple of weeks and then come back home. Mum worked sometimes as well. I honestly don't know how they did it. But like I said, I never realised. Never. I knew that I had clothes from Vinnie's, which is thrift store in Australia. And sometimes I was a bit embarrassed, but I just didn't really know that they were wrong. And now, how much do we love thrift stores? So I was ahead of the game. Woo! Yeah. I remember having to save up for netball shoes and things like that. And yeah, I don't think, I just would like to think that if I did end up making any sort of money, that I just wouldn't lose touch with reality like this. She's just completely, she doesn't sound relatable. Just drop down then. Oh, the air conditioner. All right, let's hear her talk some more.
Worth it, but I'm still checking for new investment opportunities. And like the cool thing about this is you could have as little as $2,500 and start putting your money to work. It's like, what is that $2,500 doing in your bank account? Right?
Who has $2,500 in their bank account other than quite wealthy people? Or they've got $2,000 and they're saving up for something really important, like a car, okay, like a house, like something that is actually going to improve their life. And it's not a gamble like this. You already said at the beginning that you only invested as much as you were willing to lose. So they're not willing to lose it. So go away. Stop trying to get their money out of them, because you are a scammy person who wants the elite package freaking commission.
And so I think that what sold me on this was really, I had all these friends, girls that I knew that were already running strategies, telling me, girl, you're good, like trust, go do it. But it wasn't until I saw my own results. And that's why now I could put my face behind it and I could do a whole video showing you guys or like telling you about this, because this bot
This is why she's doing it. The money, 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 money. That is it. There's no other reason.
is genius. And I really looked into the woman who is behind Endotech, and she's been doing this for so many years. And before, she was working with like huge corporations, huge hedge funds, and part of her mission was, I want to make this more readily available to your average person.
No capitalist would ever think that. Ever. And she's dodgy AF. All of it's like when you go into the rabbit hole of working out where iGenius comes from and goes to, she's the same. It's all very dodgy. It says she was on this financial thing that looked like it was a government, like official government thing, and it wasn't. And she's dodgy as well. Of course, you're going to say you trust her because you want money.
So your average person, aka you watching here right now, you can't go and be like, hey, Endotech, I want to use your bot. I mean, you can, but you pay them $125,000. I'm not sure how many of you guys have that kind of money, but it's cool that they did a partnership with iGenius, because iGenius has people that are already interested in trading. So, they're
No, they're not. They're interested in recruiting and making money from that.
giving all of the elite members in iGenius access to this next level bot. Like, guys, algorithms like this is what they use in Wall Street. When you give someone your money from a big,
let's try and think of the words. Did you not learn your script, Veronica? Because you actually probably don't know this. Okay, but no way that you can compare this to trading on Wall Street. Somebody who's a broker, somebody who has studied the markets, somebody who can, actually know what's happening because the markets are affected by human things, okay? Like the war between Russia and Ukraine. That thing affected the markets. It's not something that a bot could foresee. But hang on, we'll see how she goes at explaining this one.
Financial firm, and they're trading your money, like you're giving them money. That's what they're doing. They're not really sitting in their computer trading for you. They're plugging your money into bots most of the time, right? And now you have
Ooh, do you know that for sure? Even if they are, I'm sure that their algorithms are probably written by somebody from who was hired by the firm and knows the markets as well. And it's not in a fucking pyramid scheme. That's the difference.
access to this. And why do we have access to this? Well, guys, because the government's not regulating crypto yet, and that's what the bot is trading. We don't know how long this is gonna last. Okay, whatever.
Scarcity.
That this is probably like not the priority on the list right now.
You're in Germany. What are you talking about? The government. Okay. And you are conservative? So you thinking, oh, they have to deal with things because they're so. How are three of you fitting on the seat right now? It's ridiculous. Let's take a picture. All right.
So someone asked, when can you get your paid earnings? Guys, like literally, if I wanted to withdraw money, I could withdraw my money. I'm just like not looking for short-term gains. Like anytime I invest, it's usually
That's really dumb with crypto because it's so like it's just so unpredictable. It's up and down like anything. That's dumb. Don't keep your money in if you're losing money. No, don't chew the end of my paintbrush, thank you.
for longer term gains. So I'm like, keep my money in there so it can continue to work and they can work with what I have. But there's no restrictions. As I said, your money is in your
Yeah, but how much do you have to pay when you take it out? Because there's a withdrawal fee.
personal exchange for you to pull out as you please. They're going to email you and they're going to be like, hey, Veronica, we've made you X amount of money. 20% of this is X amount. Please send us this money. And if you don't, your account will be closed. So we could even like not pay them and then your account will be closed, but that would be a dumb move because clearly they have a product that's producing money for us. Let's see. The fee is not still waived. That is something that was just like temporary. Can you do this as a side hustle? So you could definitely earn by putting your friends on. So if you were to like the idea of the bot and see your earnings and be like, oh my God, I want to put a friend on, you could get $200 for any person that you sign up as an elite. We have a whole comp plan aside from just these small bonuses that you get for referrals. So if you want more details on that, message me directly. I could send you a comp plan video, but like coming from someone that's
Is it your video or is it Anthony Napolitano? He's doing the work for everyone. So maybe he deserves those $1 million a month or however much he friggin' earns. Because she can't talk about this. She doesn't have the skill to talk about this. I don't even think Peter could talk about it because I have a feeling that he wouldn't know how to put it in an MLM sense of the way. You cannot show the wizard behind the curtain. You've got to do it in a way that Anthony Napolitano does.
with marketing in the past, like this compound is just it. It's simple and it pays and it's amazing. But no, using this doesn't mean that you have to do the business at all. A lot of people, most people, 88% of people on the platform are clients because the product is so
No such thing. You have to, if you want to do it, yeah, you can build a team, but everybody is a customer. Everybody can be a promoter. Like you have to pay the $175 no matter what's happening.
on. And even if you're just on the platform learning, we've got pro traders that share with you their alerts. So even just by plugging in the alerts of pro traders, you could be making money. Like you don't necessarily need to be making
Is that in the elite program? Because I think you can access it in cheaper programs, but still you can do this elsewhere for
money
free.
through building the business. Now, me, I understand the way the world works. And social selling is literally the way every single one of you guys are getting sold every single day. What is
What the fuck is that? I understand how the world works, and and your understanding of how the world works is about social selling. She thinks she's so clever, she's so smart, so beautiful, so everything. I'm amazing. I'm the best network marketer. She must be a nightmare to work with. Imagine having such a huge ego that you just think you're amazing at everything. And that she's so insightful. She understands the human condition.
on a shopping cart in your computer right now? For me, it's like all these dresses from this I don't even know the name of the store, but I saw some influencer posting about it. I liked the dress. I clicked. I went in. I saw, oh my God, this place has so many cute things. And now I'm buying everything from them. So everything is word of mouth now because we've got social media.
No, it's not. Not everything. There's still advertising.
We've got connections. It's people to people. You want to buy from people you trust.
Yeah, that might be the case, but MLMs will always be seen with, I don't know, like cautious. No one's going to trust them on the surface because, you know, of their connection to being a pyramid scheme.
So for me, if I'm using a platform that's like lighting my soul on fire because I think learning to trade is such a valuable skill set, why would I not share? Right? But this isn't about the
You have to. This is your job. That's what you want. Like, of course you have to share it. You're building a team in iGenius, right? Of course you have to share it.
opportunity. I've got calls on that. So if you're interested, DM me and I'll send one over. It's really about the bot. And it's really to tell you guys, like, right now, the world is so shaky that I'm excited about any investment opportunity I can take. Any opportunity that comes up, I want to take it because I don't know what tomorrow is going to look like. And if today something's working, and just like, you know, the reputation.
Do you want to get on the dark web and start a drug business? Because that will make you money. Do you want to get into human trafficking? Do you want to do, I don't know, bank robberies, diamond heists? You just, because things are so, you know, unsteady that you're just looking to do anything to make money. That's basically what you just said. Um, hmm. Doesn't it? It's just so annoying that people who are rich and they're so ignorant about the rest of the world. They just can't relate. She thinks she's being relatable though. I'm sure of it.
Of Endotech. And you guys can go to the page endotech.io and it will show you all their strategies, how each strategy performs. You could also look into the owner. Guys, I was like one night up to I don't even know what time just researching this woman, Anna Becker, and just like seeing like how legit are her credentials. What has
Oh my God. It's just too much. She's so legit. She's too legit to quit. Are you kidding me? Now, it's just stupid. Like, this is stupid. If anyone's buying this, I don't know. Like, I was thinking, you know, those poor victims, but she's stupid.
she done in the past? What's her mission? What's her vision? I watched videos of her speaking on YouTube because I like to think that I'm really good at reading people's characters. And I was like, maybe if I watch videos of her, I could feel even.
See, she's such a good people person. Ugh. Everything that she said, like, is all about her being, you know, good at this, that, and the other.
Been more comfortable. But guys, 2 weeks ago, I pulled the plug and I really did it because it's just such an amazing product that so many people rave about that I was like, I need to give it a try for the sake of my following so that if I love it, I can come to that with all the certainty in the world. So 100% recommend. The minimum investment you will need is $2,500. $1,500 gets you access through being
No, it's 1,200 for the next day.
An elite member of our company, because this is like an expensive product, right? We discussed institutions pay.
Yeah, you did discuss it, but you haven't convinced me. And no one else. She's going to hang on. We'll let her finish this.
$125,000 to get it.
You guys are the only one using it, so they have to pay. And like I've said before, if Endotech get the $125,000, do they keep charging members of iGenius to use it because they reached the yearly thingamabob yearly price? Bet you they do still charge it. I think I worked it out to be like 39 or something. So if we go, where did the calculator just go? On my computer. Where did it go? Calculator. Ah, I don't want to go there. Sorry. I'm gonna have to wait to put this out because I gotta paint this stupid boy. His name's Harry, apparently, the boy. I'll give you a look in a minute. No, I want Reddit. Okay, so what is 1,250 divided by 1,500? It equals 85 people. Well, 83.333. So 84 people rounding up. So I think that they could reach that fairly easily by what they pay. But I bet you they keep on charging whoever's in there. And if you're paying $125,000 to use Endotech, and then you've also got a $175 fee that you have to pay ongoing, what's that money for? Because the videos, the financial literacy videos, they're already done. So what's new? All right. This is all just magic. Here, look, I put money into this machine and it works for me because I can piss away $5,000 like it's nothing.
You would get it just by being an elite member with iGenius, $1,500, as I said. Then the minimum investment is $1,000. It does not go straight to Endotech. You put it in your exchange. They have no access to your money. They just have access.
It doesn't mean they won't rip you off, though.
To trading for you daily so that you could get some movement in that account.
How do they not have access to the money, yet they're making account changes? That doesn't quite fit.
Advanced algorithm. The company has been doing this for 7 years, right?
Yes, and have had a lot of issues in that 7 years, and that's why they've got 3 different names.
So aside from that, how we said you could withdraw your money as you please, and it's in their benefit to make you money. You pay them 20% of whatever they make you. So we're young and we have to be smart with what we do with.
Shut up. I'm old and I am telling you that you're full of shit.
Our money. Can we invest without getting into the business? Heck yes, guys. The only reason why I even discussed the business is because someone asked about it. But you could just be a customer.
Shut up. You have to do this. You have to do it to get people to invest in your crappy freaking pie in the sky dream that isn't going to be true for anyone else.
A lot of people are customers. I don't think I have any other questions. Yeah, of course. Like you have to pay taxes for everything, but like if you have more money, this is like a mentality I don't get. So like do people actually not make money because they're afraid of having to pay taxes? Because that blows my mind. You know, it's like then what are you gonna do? Stay broke your whole life? Because there's of course, like it's part of life.
I think that's a really simplistic way of looking at it. The point is when you're in an MLM, everything is taxed. And you have to take care of your own tax, which can be complicated if you don't have the skills. And as we've already discussed, a lot of these people are not only have poor financial literacy and they're depending on this company to teach them, they also just have general problems with their literacy. And that means that they don't know what they're doing. And you're not telling them, like the company doesn't tell them. They just end up with a debt with the IRA. No, internal revenue. That's it. Well, I don't know what it is. I think it's the IRA in America. Australia,
right? But
something
it's still, you know, an amazing opportunity, and you never know how much you could scale depending on how much money you put in. So Don't let that be a fear, guys. That's like very lack mentality.
Thanks for telling. Like now that you've said, don't let that be your fear, because you're trying to overcome that as an objection. Look, don't worry about the tax, just do it. It's not a worry. Yeah, maybe it's not a worry for you because you probably worked out how to pay no tax.
Lack mentality just doesn't allow you to break free into that abundance. So really, all I want to share is something that I am personally loving, and I am like, as soon as I get off of here, I'm FaceTiming my dad, because my dad was like, let me know how it goes. And I was like, I will. Like, I would never, I'm not the kind of person that I start something, so let me force everyone that I know to do it with me. I think that's tacky. And I like to inspire people to want to join me because they see my genuine excitement and they see my results. And if you're someone here watching and you're like, oh, but you didn't share your numbers and you're a good friend of mine, yo, DM me. Like, let's talk. You know, because of course I can't sit over here and tell you all these numbers and stuff, but it is fire, and I am stunned, amazed.
It's fire. I mean, that's what I like to hear in any business pitch. It's fire, guys. I cannot believe that she's trying to get her dad into this. Ugh. Tell me you've got no morals without telling me you've got no morals.
Not expecting this. As I told you, I put my money in there with very low expectations, which is a really good thing in life, guys. If you don't set huge expectations, you will be amazed more often than not. Will the event be recorded? Not sure what event. Did I transfer my crypto from Coinbase? No, the crypto that I have in Coinbase is just for long-term hold. I've got Bitcoin, I've got Ethereum, but no, I started a whole new exchange for this with new funds. Is there a minimum to invest? 2,500. So I think does anyone have any other questions? Feel free to drop, but I think I answered.
I've got a question. How dare you?
Sorry, I joined late. How much do I need to start? We just discussed 2,500. I think we hit all the points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this live. If it interests you, rewatch it. If you have a friend that you know has money sitting in the bank and they're desperate because they don't know what to do with it, share this with them.
Share this with desperate people with money in the bank. It's a bit of an oxymoron, really.
And yeah. So you have like grace period. If you don't pay your subscription, sorry, my wrist has been hurting a lot, not sure why. You have a grace period, but they'll email you and be like, hey, you have to pay. And like, no, you cannot use this bot if you're not an elite member with iGenius. You must be a elite member, because that's like a partnership that they made with us. They don't offer this to people, which is why you need to take advantage. You know someone that's the plug. I'm the plug. I can get you into this community that can get you into there. You can't just get yourself into there. Okay. So if you're listening,
you are absolutely the most useless part of that equation. We don't need you. No one needs what you're doing right now. They could do it all without you and should do it without you.
This and you're like, I don't have $2,500. I can't be a part of this. Save up, and then eventually.
Oh no, fuck right off with that. She could be suggesting their lower packages, right? Which would still be shitty. But no, save up for the elite package. I mean, if I was Chad, I'd be a bit annoyed because if you get them in, even on the low package, eventually, they might upgrade, but they all pay the $175 fee per month. Jesus. She's so scammy, in my opinion.
You can be a part of this, but also if you know someone that does have the money and can take advantage of this, share with them. It doesn't hurt to share. So kisses to all of you. If you want to watch the replay, it'll be saved. And yeah, if you guys have any further questions, go ahead and DM me. And as I said, we've got a sale right now where you could save $200 to go ahead and get started. That ends tomorrow. You guys know I'm in European time zone. It's 7:30 p.m. already here. So don't sleep on it. Message me right now. I've been working like
I need to get all this done before month's end so that I can have all of my things and rankings and etc. bonuses. Hurry up. I'm even signing up my dad because I'm very desperate.
a chicken without a head today. So use me and abuse me for these next few hours before I go to sleep. Kisses to you all. I hope you have a blessed day.
What the fuck does that mean? Use me and abuse me. Look, she didn't talk about it. So let's talk about the fees in iGenius. Well, first of all, iGenius's partners, okay, they basically don't work with anyone. I mean, Endotech's partners. Basically, they work with Gemini, but everybody else, Digital Profits, Binance, Finance, sorry. There's a couple of other ones that they say they're partners to. Let me see if I can show you the thing. Although I am sure the other day they were different. Oh, no, that's it. So on this screen, you can see Gemini, FTX, which I did not see the other day. Digital Profits is gone. Oh, no, that's exchanges and brokers. So InvestView is, so these are the network partners for Endotech. We've got Gemini, which, yep, I found them listed on Gemini's partners. Did not find them on Sigma or Enigma. Crypto Elite is the actual AI. I'm not sure why it's listed as a partner because it is the that's the thing that they invest in iGenius. Then we've got Digital Profits here. That is a company that was run by Travis Bott, who was a part of the scamminess in Kuvera and the AI they were using then, which was, I think it was called Daisy. Now, Behind MLM has a really good section about that. Travis Bott, very, very interesting person. Still involved in iGenius in some way. I've seen him at trainings. I've seen him around in the network marketing world. And then we've got InvestView, which is the company that owns iGenius, I think. Whatever, they're above iGenius, so they're a part of InvestView. They're their network partners. It doesn't actually say anyone else. I think these people, the iGenius people, are the only ones using this bot, okay? And so in the iGenius stuff, it says that there is a withdrawal, you get a profit share. No, let me start that again. So let me get this one. So no, we don't want that. All right, what kind of fees? I need to make myself a little bit smaller. I haven't painted my dude at all because I was too involved in the conversation. All right, I'm going to move myself over. So, what kind of fees are to be paid to Endotech? So iGenius recommends that you keep $1,000 in the account. So there you go. You got to keep $1,000 in your account. That's what they say. Otherwise, the strategy doesn't work. And so you have an entry fee to get a new strategy. You have a deposit fee. So each time you add funds to your account connected to the strategy, corresponding fee must be paid to Endotech. And the minimum amount of a deposit fee is $100 US. Change strategy fee. So they have different strategies that you can select. And when you change it, you got a fee. Profit share. This is what I was saying before. The profit share is a payment based on your profit. This type of payment can be requested quarterly or monthly, depending on the type of strategy, and it is mandatory for Endotech customers and based on the profit of each strategy. So this was the thing Veronica was alluding to, that you do have to give them money. She was really excited about giving them 20% of her money. So exciting. Withdrawal fee. Your withdrawal fee is charged when you have an unpaid profit share and withdraw the funds. Annual fee payment. The annual fee is an obligatory payment once per year for the renewal of any non-private club strategy. It is mandatory for each Endotech client, and based on the balance of each strategy, this payment is requested by blah-de-blah. That's a lot of money. Really? That's a lot of money to be just, there's a fee for everything, for starters, and there is a private club. I think you get into the private club by being a crypto elite. By the way, the difference between crypto elite and the other one is just the AI, so you can still get access to almost everything in the cheaper pack. In order to activate, you can connect any alpha. Okay, we're gonna skip that. I'm going to go to refunds. Please be advised that fees paid to Endotech are not refundable. However, there are cases we can refund. Any amount can be sent to our by mistake will be refunded. I bet you this is very difficult. And it can only be refunded only if the strategy has not activated yet. There you go. So, they're so dodgy. They're so dodgy. And, Veronica Bay is out here just telling people to put $2,500 when things are so dire. She wants people are going to be ruined. This is going to ruin lives. It's going to ruin people's whole, economic dependence. They're going to end up homeless and, you know, or in great, just crippling debt. And like I said before, that can lead people to do drastic things. If they can't see a way out of it, especially if they're prone to any sort of mental illness, it's a really dangerous place to be in. And for what? So Veronica Bay can have some more dollars in her account? Fuck that. It's infuriating that this already wealthy woman is trying to scam more people out of money. And she said, no, she didn't say this. She had a one-on-one mentorship program that she was running, but she didn't want to do that because she wanted to have more of an impact. Can't you have an impact as a one-on-one mentor and charge a lot of money for it? She could have done many, many things with the amount of money that she made at Monat, but she chose to go to iGenius, a place where you can stack because it's a binary system, a place where you don't really have to buy a product. It's a subscription fee, so you don't have PV. It is all about recruiting, and that's how you get money. And we know what that is, don't we, people? It's a pyramid scheme. Please do your research. I just can see tragedy coming from this, and she wants her own family to join. That's gross. She's gross. Anyway, I don't know how much of this I can use. I don't know if the rant was worth it, but it is what it is. It just made me so angry. And I wish that, like, without capitalism, MLMs wouldn't be a thing because we wouldn't have to have a side hustle. We would, everybody would be comfortable and they would be able to live. They would be able to have time freedom because they're not worried about where their next meal's coming from, not worried about where they live. They're not worried about whether the kids are able to go to school. They're not worried about these things. And it is high time. It's been on the Wild West in MLMs. But we got some sheriffs in town. And we're not going to be quiet. Yeah, you know what? When you fuck with people's money, it does, it puts you on a radar, that's for sure. But you're going to be held accountable for what your choices are in life. That's for sure. Okay. I'm going to go and eat some dinner, hug the dogs, do some painting, which I was supposed to do the whole time. I've got another video from Tony of Tony's tips. Tony Vanderchuck. I don't know. That's Gary B's name. Tony from Monat, a video. I might put that up before this one. Who knows? And I've got a Van and Twine Elamere one going up. Woo, she's spicy. The Elamere ones are spicy at the moment. And thank you. Last time I checked, I was 111 subscribers. What? Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Thank you so much for the shout out, Erin Bees. I just cannot believe that I just found that freaking Facebook Live by accident. It's crazy. It was obviously meant to be seen. And she's Reddit famous. She's going to be famous on Reddit, which is not a thing. I don't think she understands Reddit. You can make it to their front page, but that's about it. Like, really? Oh, this dog. Oh, you're so annoying. You just always want to be like harassing me. She's just been crying down here for the last 5 minutes. I've been patting her, but she's needy. All right, I gotta go. I don't like Veronica Bay based on her opinions definitely, her opinions, based on what a capitalist she is and how she wants to exploit everybody so she's richer. I think they're pretty good reasons, you know? She's also very arrogant, and there's no reason why anyone has to be made up and dressed to the nines for what she does. But it's about that attraction marketing. Look at me, I'm a hot woman, and come and join my MLM. I'll be your upline, your mentor. Maybe you get a bit of time with me. And even ladies want to be around a good looking woman who they think is empowering or whatever. She sucks. That's what I should name this video. Veronica Bay sucks forever. And I'll put a 4 instead of FOR. Anyway, I've closed this video 10 times. Just say goodbye. All right. Please like and subscribe. Thanks to new subscribers. Love ya. Parasocially. And where's the mouse? And hopefully, there were some lighter moments with the dogs in here because it was pretty gross, this whole thing. 1 hour, 45 minutes. What the fuck? I was not talking that long. I might have to refilm this.